Welcome to part 2 of the Super Redhawk takedown. Now this, I mentioned in my previous video that it wasn't possible to disassemble this crane, but it actually is possible to take the crane assembly off of the cylinder. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Obviously we're safety checked at this point. Now you've got a pin right here, and all you have to do is get that out. Now what you want to do is push on the pin on this side. Now you are going to have a couple of springs to deal with here. I'll go through it slowly. What you want to do on the top of your crane, there's a hole, and I find a straw is just the right size, a straw off of a bottle of cleaning spray, and you push the straw. You're going to depress a plunger in there. What that's going to do is it's going to release this cross pin right here, and your entire assembly is going to come apart. So simply push into this hole here, and I can feel it moving in a little bit. So simply push into that hole on the top to press that piston, and I'm using the tip of a corkscrew to just gently get the pin started. And now you can see I'm going to release my straw. You can see the pin started to come out. Look at that. Now all I have to do is press in on this straw again and pull the pin the rest of the way out with my fingers. Alright. So we have the pin out. Now set that on a plate so you don't lose it. Now that we've put our pin in a safe place, we're going to turn our attention to this lockup system right here. This is one of the cylinder. This is the latch for the cylinder. Now we're going to take that catch and set it on the plate. We've got a small spring and a detente that's laying right there. And we're going to dump that onto the plate. Keep track of that. Now, simple enough. Remove your ejector rod and remove your crane. Now, notice how dirty that is. I've cleaned that recently, so it really makes your cylinder swing easier. It spins around on there easier. Don't worry about these two balls here. They cannot fall out, so you can set this crane down. And now what you've got is a ejector here that's basically trapped by a threaded nut inside there, and you need a special tool to take that out. And I'm not going to take that out, but you can clean this assembly. What you need is basically a screwdriver that has a hole in the center and it's slotted, and you can unscrew this retaining nut that's in here in order to completely take apart your crane, but I just don't see the need to do that. You can pull this back and get a cleaning rod in there and get it really clean, which it needs to be cleaned. I'm going to clean this before I put it back together, but I'll show you how to put it back together real quick. You just simply, once this has been cleaned and lubricated, put it back in all the way and put your ejector rod back in with the big part of the slot facing down. Now what we're dealing with is, you see that little hole right there below the ejector rod? The spring goes in there with the detente on top of it. So we're going to set that in there now. That's how it looks when it's been put back together. Now our latch goes on top in this configuration and the pin goes through. All we have to do now is line up the little hole. We have to line up that little hole and put our pin in. Simply start the pin small end first in the bigger side, the side that has the finished surface of the crane. When you're putting the pin in, you have to get this straw again and press down on that catch. And once you've done that, you can push the pin in some more. And once you've gotten it started, you have to line up this latch. And once you line up those little holes between the latch and the crane, the pin will pop right through. And if it fetches up, just simply push again with your straw. And we've almost got our pin all the way in. There we go. you'll feel it snap into place in a positive way. And you'll notice that it'll be sticking out the other side just the same amount as before you disassembled this in the first place. Got a nice positive click. Doesn't want to come out. Our unit is fully functional again. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.